Hey, what's up everybody? Ben Scarborough here, and today I'm going to talk about one of the greatest mysteries from the golden age of video games that, as of yesterday, has seemingly reached its conclusion. I've actually been following the story since Monday, but it seemed like every moment new developments were taking place, and I just wanted to make sure the dust had time to settle before I posted. For over 35 years, a guy named Todd Rogers, aka Toddzilla, Mr. Activision, and the king of video games, supposedly set a world record of 5.51 seconds in the ATARI 2600 racing game, Dragster. If you don't know about Dragster, don't worry. It's a game with only 300,000 sales or so, and nobody even knows or cares about it today. It was released in 1980 by Activision, and it was actually the publisher's first game, making it the first third-party game ever released for any console. We all know Activision now for the annual sales beast that is Call of Duty, but this is straight up humble beginnings right here. Dragster was coded by one guy, David Crane, and it's a pretty solid simulation of drag car racing where players engage their car's clutch and shift into multiple gears as their speed increases. The fastest scores documented require near frame-perfect timing for gear changes. Enter Twin Galaxies, which is a scorekeeping organization with leaderboards for just about every video game imaginable, and the official source for Guinness World Records. On Tuesday the 30th, Twin Galaxies has officially declared one of the oldest gaming records invalid after 35 years. Todd Rogers just had his proverbial chain snatched in front of the entire gaming community. So back in 1982, Rogers submitted to Activision's Dragster fan newsletter a time of 5.51 seconds, which they recognized in print and gave Rogers a patch. Fast forward to 2001, and Twin Galaxies adds Todd Rogers to their leaderboards, prompting Guinness World Records to award him with the honor of having the world's longest standing gaming record in April of 2017. I mean, damn boy, don't act like you're bad now. What's crazy about this story is Rogers never once provided videotape, Polaroid, or any other form of validation for this time of 5.51 seconds in Dragster. Instead, on his website, he explained how he supposedly got this time and sticks by the fact that since he was recognized by Activision, it's all the proof we're ever gonna need. Last summer, Twin Galaxies rolled out their new dispute system, which immediately prompted just about everyone on the site to challenge Rogers' time of 5.51 seconds for Dragster. Like, this post on the forums has over 2,500 posts and almost 300 pages. Last fall, a speedrunner that goes by OmniGamer began to look at the Dragster record under a magnifying glass using what's called a TAS, or tool-assisted speedrun. This method allows programmers to emulate a game frame by frame and enter inputs to create a theoretical best run. OmniGamer stated that the fastest achievable time should be 5.57 seconds. On Reddit, he wrote, "It seems like there are multiple witnesses and otherwise for this particular record, but based on the code of the game, I do not see how it's possible to hit 5.54, let alone 5.51. OmniGamer even produced this spreadsheet based on the analysis of the game's code about every possible outcome, including which frames the player would have to shift gears on in order to reach a 5.57. It's from this very post that Twin Galaxies began their investigation into just what everyone has suspected for years was too good to be true. Even Element 14's Ben Heck brought Todd Rogers on his show and took apart an Atari 2600 to see how the console's system bus interacts with the RAM. The chance of hardware malfunction would mean one or more memory bits would be stuck at a specific value. Maybe this could have caused the code to execute a 5.51, but at that point, he's not even playing the same game anymore. While we're at it, check out some of this footage of Bro.
Everything is a sport there, right? Oh, that was a bad game. Now the camera's showing and I'm doing miserable with it. It's really strange because like when people do interviews or media, it's like I can't get below 5.84% or 5.81 for some strange reason. It's crazy. You know what? This stick is really sensitive too here. I'm pressing to the left and it's not shifting.
Seems super convincing. The owner of Twin Galaxies and the bro who wrote Dragster, David Crane, came out and publicly supported Todd Rogers, but the speedrunning community were able to fully discredit the time of 5.51 impossible to perform. The game's code just won't allow it. Finally, a referee for Twin Galaxies wrote in the forums before locking the thread, "It is with great regret that the foundations of my steadfast faith in this nearly legendary performance of 5.51 seconds on Dragster has been shaken severely by recent empirical and hard data accumulated by numerous sources and technical experts across the past several months." TG announced it would no longer recognize any of Rogers' records, and he's also banned from Twin Galaxies overall. We cannot change Activision's acknowledgement of this score, but we have an overall responsibility for gaming achievements and can no longer accept their historical records as the sole justification for scores set at the time. We were not there, cannot find any of the evidence used at the time to confirm the score, and cannot find anyone who could on the record testify that they directly saw evidence that was presented to Activision. This means that the new top time in Dragster is 5.57, which has already been set by several players, including OmniGamer. Here's a fun little clip of when he was actually able to achieve the 5.57 live on Twitch.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh!
And the chat goes crazy. Okay, so this brings me to the reason I didn't post yesterday, because to me, this is the craziest thing of all. Guinness World Records has removed Todd Rogers from its website. He's no longer available when you hit the previous URL. It just says, page not found. So good. He got his chain snatched, bro, in front of the whole world. Also, like, immediately after the 404 page thing happens, I pull him up on Facebook and he's written this long post about how he applauds Twin Galaxies for its strong stance on the matter of cheating, but then argues the idea that he faked his Dragster time is preposterous. Okay, bro, look. I'm a gamer too. My brothers and I grew up using Game Sharks for sure. I used to mod the game files of the PC version of GTA 3 so I could run with the AK-47, okay? I'm all about some modding. I'm also all about some competitive gaming. Anyone trying to pull up and catch these hands in some Tekken 7 is in for a rude awakening. What I'm not gonna do is sit here and lie about any of my gaming achievements. 2,414 trophies on PlayStation Network? You damn right, but did I get a little help from some of my friends to save some time? Of course, I'm trying to have a life here. I can't buy the house I want with PlayStation trophies. Anyways, this entire situation has been ridiculous and I'm so glad I don't have to do any more research about Todd Rogers ever again. Todd, if you're watching this video, come at me, bro. Let's play some Dragster. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like because it doesn't take a lot of time and it is the best way to show support. Big ups to OmniGamer for pretty much cracking the case. Subscribe to Scarflix on YouTube for more daily content and maybe let me know if you guys would like to see me slice up more gaming content. I have access to just about every video game ever made and every video game console ever released. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.